Blue, Zinnia is the person who hates each other the most.
She hated me for playing tricks, and she was marrying the Mafia on my behalf. I hate her for marrying me, but I still have a problem with her all my life.
Don't go through with it. You use the Zhou family's big and small money to take care of 1-1, your adopted daughter, and take care of you. Married into the Jiang family of the Mafia, who had a near-death experience, and now they are using marriage to trap me. Helps the Chu were mas. Are you satisfied? But some tell the please dumber or bend.
Lucinian, that's not the case.
Returning to the bone deep Shu Wanwan, she was married to me by the Jiang family less than half a month later.
That lunatic tortured him to death. That body covered with bloodstains. Not a good piece of meat.
Stinging her became the white moonlight on her heart and shoulders, but I was dirty. Up in the town. 5 years of marriage and whole walk. I swore to her. Make each other suffer a bad death. After Zhou Wanwan's death, everyone in the Zhou family was hunted down by the Mafia. Within the sign of the dome.
But she saved her with her life.
Do you really want to marry Lu Sizi? The Zhang family of the Mafia is pressing harder and harder. Only marriage can save the company. I was poor.
He was reborn. Back to the day when I begged my father to let me marry Lucinian.
Do you really want to disregard the life and death of my entire Zhou family for Lucinian?
Dad, I won't marry Lucinian anymore. It'll give you an adopted daughter who is unworthy of the spotlight. Oh yeah, that's it. So, this is the biggest insult to the Jiang family. And that's great that's great they Chan. And do actually do is the bit. Go tell the Jiang family. Zhao Yaoguang, the eldest lady of the Zhou family, is willing to fall in love with her personally. Now Stuart, and Everford and now Stuart, and down Stuart with N and Ard.
Okay, good daughter. I knew you were more sensible than us.
Real body, ha ha ha. In the previous life, Zhou Wanwan's illegitimate daughter's identity was lost. The Mafia is hunting down the Zhou family. The monastery. Lu Xinian died to save me. If it were me who married him, maybe everyone could. Dad, I will marry the Jiang family. As for Lu Xinian, I will leave it to my sister.
It's a deal? I'm going to make a big move. I'll tell people to change the name on the West Railway to Wanwan.
You won't regret it, right? Don't worry, I will never regret it. I will never... Okay, what my father loves most is Zhou Wanwan, his illegitimate daughter. That's why he adopted her as his adopted daughter at all costs. In my previous life, if I hadn't used my mother's shares to pressure me, my father would have forced me to get married. In her heart, Zhou Wanwan's tears. Give me Zhou Yaoguang's life. More important granddaughter. Dad agreed. Pride.
We can finally be together, so you push 1-1 into the Jiang family.
At Huokang City, Xiaoyao Guang, what is your heart made of, Mr. Liu? I'm willing to use all the Liu family's property to destroy you. Don't send 1-1 away. Let go.
The Arg, Wang, I know you hate me.
If you have any questions, come at me. Don't let 1-1 marry into the Jiang family. I stopped her in her previous life.
Lu Xinian cut off the road between her and her adopted sister, but no Sentaman Now she is still begging for her adopted sister. Zinnia is in your heart. Am I always the one bullying her? Who do you want to ripple?
Didn't receive it from Zhang's house.
I have had a grudge against the Zhou family for many years. No matter who I marry, it is not difficult to kill him. But
The two families have made a marriage contract. One of Zhou and I must marry.
isn't that all about you, Miss Zhou?
Do you have the final say? No one else has the right to choose. If you hadn't composed a song from it.
And Juan and I.
Zinnia, I will let you go in this life.
He'll let you go too, Zhao Yaoguang.
Hi, what do you want to do, Lucinian? You can't do.
You think too much. I hope you get what you want. I didn't tell him that Huangjia's family is. He hates me so much. That's higher. It's okay to let him hate it for a few more days. The ring tastes. Waiting until the wedding day, he saw Zhou appeared in a wedding dress. He should be very happy. You and I have tortured each other for 5 years in this life. I paid back what I owed you, so you
At present, Zhu Yaoguang is always causing chaos in the city, but tomorrow he will not make any noise again.
What are you planning? Jin, the heir to the Jin family, is the next Mafia. Person in power, natural, the fool, spanan, I heard she's a devil. Women who have walked into the Zhang family over the past few years didn't come out alive. In the previous life, Yang Mei cried and married into the Zhang family. Not long after, Zhang Jin regarded her as Wang Wu. The devil kills later. Zhang Jin accidentally learns the identity of Yang Mei's illegitimate daughter. The devil Kang. He hates the Zhou family even more deeply. It's me who's getting married now. I have to make sure everything is in place. At least.
You hate your sister so much, you have to force her to go to the Zhang family to die. No.
What should I do if I miss you? Wan is not in good health.
If you force him to marry far away, you are forcing him to die. I didn't expect that. You have become so vicious now.
Oh,
Wan was so scared that I couldn't sleep well all night. You still have time to play with guns here. Liu Yangwang. Don't think that I will marry you if you force him away. I won't like you. I won't like
A cold-blooded person, if your mother was still alive. See, like this now.
Danger.
The hatred in Lucy's eyes? It's exactly the same as the 5 years we tortured each other in our previous life.
Lucici, you have no right to mention my mother, Liu Yangguang. I acted in the heat of the moment. When my mother died, she promised to take good care of her. But now, the matter is not over yet. How do you know it won't happen? As you wish. As you wish. Dr. Liu. You're a little too hasty. Which is an asterd on impeaching, and Tolzovitz. Interesting donors.
You are the heir to the Zhou family. Don't play around with what's behind you.
Where?
Lucinia. After all, you have never been a kid for me. Let's go. Home affairs. It's not the fun you have in mind. If you don't want to. Since I was a child, every time I step on it, Lucinian will give it to me. This kind of window. It's heidifies mice you could saddened. He taking me well is just a promise to my mother. We fell in love and killed each other after we got married. It took me 5 years to get sober. He was just a brother and sister to me. His adopted sister is his new businessman. His Esther is his new...
It was time, but you, at this time.
What does my sister have to do with me? Dad hasn't told you yet?
You should be happy. Why am I happy? You forced me to marry into the Zhang family. You have to visit places where people are killed without blinking an eye. Don't make people too angry. You should first. Let's open the wedding invitation. Didn't my sister keep chasing Dr. Liu? Why are you willing to give her up to me now? What's the conspiracy? You think too much. I will let you marry Lucinian as you wish. But you have to promise me something. What's going on? In 3 days, I will marry into the Zhang family. You can't tell anyone before this. If you promise, your wish will come true. Okay, sister, I promise you. Lucinian. Days later, 3 days later. We will never give up in this life. Love life and never give up. It's just that these days, Lucinian doesn't know all this. We're still asking people to save Zhou. Don't be the only ones. Are you here to cancel me?
The general who will allow Wanwan to marry. Marry? I won't marry you either. Don't be wishful thinking.
Dr. Liu, you are really good at putting money on yourself. Brother Lucinian. No more pressure to marry. I'd have broke hen, send and sign. And Wanwan's smile became much brighter. Brother Lucinian, didn't you say you wanted to give me a gift? Where is it? Brother Lucinian? Shouldn't he give such gifts to all the girls he knows? Gift. You call it.
Oh, she only gives these to the people she likes. She likes it. I do. Do it for her forever.
In this hand, my mother gave it to Lucinian, and Zhou, Wanwan, was taken by her father, which is I have. On the day he came home, he pinched a lot of lines. Won't make me happy. My mother was angry to death by Zhou Wanwan and her mother, my 4-year brother. If you don't like this, can you give me something else? What does Wanwan want, just?
I will.
Why, moi, Poppy. Lucinian, I never thought you hated me so much. 2 days later Mountains are long and rivers are far away.
Cut it off, miss. I have your express delivery, and it will be delivered to me in 4 years.
Just think of it as his gift to me in this life. Gift. Last gift. Will you not go to the Zhou family's dinner party this year as in previous years? No, I'll go. This is the last dinner at the Zhou family before getting married. The future is far away.
I want to leave some memories for myself. After a while, I will marry abroad.
Zhou Yaoguang is the eldest lady of the Zhou family. Disaster is imminent. She have croft, nay, and still thinking about being forced to marry for the rest of my life. In the end, only Wanwan will be with the Zhou family.
Got it.
I have the blood of the Zhou family in me. As long as it can make the family better, I am willing. Sacrifice myself.
Wanwan is still responsible. Zhou Yaoguang didn't even come to the Zhou family's family dinner. She's not worthy of being the eldest lady of the Zhou family.
Who says I don't deserve it? Are you qualified to comment?
What does Zhou Yaoguang mean? This doesn't take Wanwan seriously at all. Why don't you go get married yourself?
Yeah, isn't it just that my own mother died? It seems that everyone is in debt. In a previous life, the clan hunted down the Zhou family and they couldn't end well.
Now I'm going to lose my life just by chatting a few words. I'll excuse you for a while. Zhou Yaoguang didn't know that it was your own choice to marry into the Zhang family. No one is forcing you. This should be my credit in the first place. You shouldn't mind if you take it away and I say a few words.
Credit.
It's you who married into the Zhang family. Family. Know what the consequences will be.
Do you know what will happen to you after joining the Zhang family? And it can't last more than a month. I warranted. You will die and the relationship between the two families will worsen. Zhou Yaoguang, you are talking nonsense, sister. Are you really so cool, miss? Miss is injured.
You hurt your own sister.
What's in it for you? Can you marry into the Zhang family on her behalf?
Cece, shut up and stop being hypocritical.
I never thought you would be so vicious as to kill your own limbs. She's not worthy of being the eldest lady of the Zhou family at all.
You're sorry for everyone in the Zhou family?
It's a good thing your mother died, that I didn't see you like this.
Vicious and jealous look.
The scene, exactly the same as in the previous life. After 5 years of marriage, she quarreled with me many times because of Zhou Wanwan. Although I never shoot every time, this time,
Hand over.
hand over the pot, hand over the pot, you are going to get married.
Not anymore.
Lucinian would never take the initiative to go to Zhaojia City. Why are you here?
Yesterday, I was impulsive.
I don't need you to be sorry. Lucinian will be free soon. Wait until I go.
By marrying the Zhang family, you will get your wish and marry the one you have been thinking about for the past 2 lives.
People, after tomorrow, what are you looking for, miss? Where's my storage box?
Sister, you won't mind if I take out those little toys and play with them, right?
Those little toys actually pulled out their guns on Wan Wan. I took my mother's ceramics.
Where to put the puppy? You told Lu, see that you took away my ceramic puppy and I'm going to go there later.
Aren't you the instigator of the Jiang family marriage? Her whole life will be ruined by you. Isn't it better than a little broken toy?
Broken toys. This is what my mother told me personally. Personal.
Yes, I can tell you something better. Who do you think you are?
This is a relic given to me by my mother. The scene is the same as the scene of 1,000 generations.
We will never stop cursing each other in the most vicious words. It's each other's biggest opportunity in this life. You will always really think that it is the money I gave her.
Why don't you hide? You can hide from this.
Miss Xiaoguang, Mr. Lu's been outside the door.
That day, Lu Xinian stayed up all night outside my room and had a flash of sweetness.
Still didn't shock him. Yao Guang, I will marry you and I will use me.
I am willing to use all the property of the Lu family to make up for the shot. I am Tweary. You swear. Come in and let me take a look at you.
Miss, I said goodbye. Lu Xinian doesn't know yet. It'll be there tomorrow.
Dai Mei's marriage, and the person she wants to marry is Zhou Wen.
Didn't tell anyone. Bashpi, Ki, didn't.
I like the Jing family. What the axe can die, the Jing can die to she. I am enough alone. No need to let others worry. Today is also the day when Lu Xinian and Young Mei get married. She's probably already received the big gift I gave her. You was enter Ben.
Wait a moment. Hey!
Wang, let me take you to the airport. Are you still blaming me? Promise to marry your sister. Women cantrons and simi French, peaching, interns, or peaching public marker too.
As expected, she mistakenly identified me as King Zhou. Just waiting here silently. Mashukur is past here. About tea is past here. Is past here. About tea is past here.
It seems that she hasn't received that big gift yet, but I owe her this.
Sorry, King. I couldn't stop you from marrying into the Jiang family. But if you regret it and want to leave, I can't help you.
Let's find a place with no one for 4 years.
If we woke up early, how could we be so weak before you and me?
After all these years and in this life, I will set you free.
You and I will never meet each other because the king is too annoyed to see me off today. But she refused.
Everyone. I don't even want to say a word to me.
Broken but sounds under. I'm broken but.
If I work harder, I won't decide sooner or later, and I won't have to marry far away later. He will definitely
Hate me so much! Me! But what can I do? It's not that I haven't fought for it. It's discussion.
I made a promise that Zhao Yaoguang cannot break in this life.
I just have no chance with 1-1 anymore.
Brother Lin? 1-1? Why is it you? Brother, you are finally here. 1-1.
I don't know why it was you. It was Dad who suddenly told me the plan. There are changes. What do you mean when you ask your sister to marry into the Jiang family? People who marry abroad are...
It's Yao Guang!
Yeah?
A person who flies to a foreign country alone in his life. Also Yao Guang, Kandapao, Batti Kanjang, Onikate, Nimachin Nando, Aisese Kanjang.
I owe this to her.
I'm sorry, 1-1. I couldn't stop you from marrying Jiang. But if you regret it and want to leave, I can help you. Let's find a place where there is no one.
Preemptively block the approach of the new leader. The first uncle took office at the age of 25. He hates the Zhou family even more. This marriage is like a sheep entering a tiger's mouth. What I can do? Just stabilize him as soon as possible. Even if his hatred for the Zhou family cannot be eliminated, at least buy some time.
That old fox Zhu Gang gave a different toy this time. The
food is good. Zhou Gang, an old fox, actually gave me a decent meal this time.
Gift. You call it.
The young new leader in front of me. There is no hiding the murder in his eyes.
I finally you.
Why was Zhu 1-1 just a month old in her previous life? He was tortured to death. Mr. Zhang, the new family sent me here to seek marriage. Cooperative. Kahab. You're not here to make enemies. You point your gun at your new wife like this. This is the Jiang family's way of welcoming guests, right or wrong?
Zhou family.
The Jiang family doesn't need a partner. Pets that also need essence.
Killing him would be equivalent to killing the Jiang family's future medicine.
Zinnia, this country lacks medical resources. The Zhang family's ancestral cardiovascular disease is their biggest weakness, and all doctors,
Hopeless.
only Zinnia can control the Zhang family's illness. This is my only hatred now, Zinnia, China's top cardiologist. He has already married me, Yang Mai, for the woman he longs for. I really don't want to provide medicine to the Zhang family. He even wants me to die here. In this case, he can explain to the Zhou family, the Chu purchase, and many, and we can justifiably cut off cooperation with the Zhang family at that time. Don't even think about plundering any resources from the Zhou family in the Hua kingdom. Do you really think that?
Really? No.
Mr. Jing is carrying Judas gun. If I die here, Lu Xixian will immediately stop supplying the Jiang family special medicine. Jiang Shuru is sure to win today.
Then do it. You are different from those Chinese women before. Judah.
Miss, I hope your life is as good as your bones. We came here to get married.
Unworthy of time. Jiang was not in power at that time, so they got married. Maybe it's the more cruel Jiang family. And maybe it's the Parmesan. What have they experienced? Have they ever been like me, strong and strong, under gunpoint?
First day? First day.
Jiang is harder than I thought. After that confrontation, Jin actually lived away from me until today. A private spirit like Kajianjun, and a person who hates the Zhou family so much. This kind of work usually involves taking care of your lover, otherwise you will take the Odyssey itself with you.
A young lady who can't even hold a gun is worth it.
Also, I am the only girl who has been forced into him. I have no other choice.
You're gone, and you haven't followed up. Mr. Jiang, are you really going to marry her? I remember your name.
The new marriage industry let her go, let the Zhou family go.
If I didn't touch her now, I would be alarmed and cross the customs road on the other side of the road. A replacement expert has not been found yet. This bomb was originally used for training.
Heat-sensing mute. If she dies in an accident, which he have IPA or FN, you are an F, then it has nothing to do with us. It was Inten. Zhu Kang, that weak and fearful sissy, can only turn a blind eye. Oh, Zhou. That gives us plenty of time to prepare and find a doctor. Replace Lu Xinyang.
This face is indeed beautiful. It's a pity that he was born into the wrong family. Married the wrong person. Between you and me, we are destined to only get one reply. Clean it up. Don't leave any traces.
Yes, Professor, there is a situation. He threw the 5 hot stone at the second bomb. Alarm time delayed. 20 R. Alarm.
It looks like we can collect his body soon, Professor. This woman is not simple.
Yet. He actually defused 2 of our bombs by himself.
Yes, wait and see the Chinese women who dream.
Could it be that he has some extraordinary ability? Zhang Shou, do you want to take advantage of him?
The cell phone was unprepared. Shoot him with 1 shot. Shoot him with 1 shot. Shoot him with...
Put down the guns, young beast.
Now is a good opportunity. Pretending to be killed by a bomb.
It's perfect. Let's go.
Yang Shu, what happened recently? This is the second time he's let this go. Chinese woman. Does everyone know that you talk a lot?
I didn't tell Xiang that I encountered the bomb because I also knew that there were many twists and turns in the matter. But I didn't expect that he came to my room again just that night.
Daughter's father is absent. Not home is feeding trash anymore.
Dang Dong Nabu still imitates others to kill people. Why? If you were a husband, right?
What on earth do you want to do? You want to do...
Sleep here tonight, after you Chinese get married. Fragrant sleep, right? Right?
do you want to do?
Just right. I'll take you somewhere today, really. Really.
Please bring me here for what?
Talk about my mother. But love has been dead for 10 years.
My mother actually brought me to meet her mother. Mother, I am already married.
You can rest assured.
No matter what, if you want to stabilize the current situation, you can't go wrong.
The weather is nice today. I'll take you for a walk. Who taught you your marksmanship? Lu Xinyan?
Lucinian is my mother's adopted son. Follow me, bronze siblings. I live far away in a foreign country. It's only natural for my brother to worry about me. Young Master Zhou doesn't have to worry about me.
Danger.
I'll call you later.
Soon I want to drive everything by myself.
Let's compete soon.
More than anything, and more birds than a thief shoots, right? I'll be with you.
Oh.
I said I hate Chinese people, and I can't stand the coquettish young lady.
Here's shocking today. My shoes king, Sarai's Zhou.
Thank you. It's getting late.
Thank you. Come on. Do it.
Try.
Mr. Zhang, I really don't want to deal with that young lady from Hua.
She's not some pretty eldest lady. She's just like us. Someone who can pry me at the tip of a knife.
The person who lives with me is here. Quiet! Juno!
So I initially won his trust. He slept with me almost every day. Room. But I won't really touch you. You forced act to rebreathe. It's been a long time. Walahinda, Nabeshin. Those I was gradually able to fall asleep next to him. I could feel his love for me. The murderous intention has faded away, but it's just for me, a Chinese. Okay. Just a few. He is still the general who hates Chinese people.
Your courier. Gen, Pive, My, Comma, No, Well, Big.
Otherwise, where are you going?
Oh, I'll go shopping.
Is it really just a stroll?
If you don't want to,
If he just won't go.
How long will it take to come back, right?
I don't know if it's still possible. I will definitely do it before 12 o'clock today. Wait. I wonder if the general is really awake. Those eyes seem to see everything, knows everything.
Husband, Dr. Liu, you went to the strangest castle in the west.
Come back with me. We face everything together. Day come cops the latest of restment. We face...
Dr. Liu, do you want the Zhou family and the Jiang family to have no room for turnover? Do you want table miss? She was taken back to the Zhou family not long after. The Zhou family will definitely not give up. Junchu, I will never let the Mafia people hurt the Zhou family half night. Still, the Zhou family's disgraceful disguise is still vivid in my mind. At this moment, without me as a burden, the company might be able to hold on tighter. But the price of angering the entire Zhou family was buried with them. They can't afford to block it. Dr. Liu, as long as I am here, there will definitely be room for Zujia to turn around. This is not the place you should come. Dr. Liu, go back to be with your wife.
What did you say if you didn't marry her?
You are not married to Wan. This is not the place for you, Dr. Liu. Who's going to come back?
Liu Guang, if you decided to marry into the Zhang family's fiery pit because of me, then I'll tell you now. No matter how hard I try, I will take you away.
Dr. Liu, you're overthinking. Are you saying that I'm not worthy of the eldest daughter of the Zhou family? Location, I just want to prove myself.
Shut up! Stop being so hypocritical. I never thought that since you are so vicious that you harmed your own siblings, you are not worthy of being the eldest lady of the Zhou family. You're sorry for everyone in the Zhou family? Fortunately, your mother died early and didn't see how vicious you are now. The way Shandu looked, those words, I am a bastard. I was so angry at that time. Impulse. Now first.
That's enough. Lucinian, I can take the position of the eldest lady of the Zhou family. I can afford it. This is my life. I have to admit that I chose it.
It's not because of me.
Dr. Liu's narcissistic problem has persisted for 10 years.
Why is it close? How much blood is on his hands? Because I know.
That's why it has to be me. Yao Guang Lucinian, I will do everything possible to hold the general back as long as I can. If I'm here, he can't even think about stepping into China. I don't trust you alone. If I fail, I will kill you. And from now on, we will lead each other step by step. We don't have to see each other again in all our lives. Please come back. In May 4th, I wish you 7 virtuous sons and filial piety from now on, and all 4 seasons in the city. It's just that if all this is not relevant...
You used your status as the eldest lady of the Zhou family to marry Wan, the adopted daughter of the Zhou family.
I entered the house of a Mafia general who had a near-death experience and used a marriage contract to trap me for the rest of my life.
Satisfied. Why is there an extra memory?
I have never said these words to Yao Guang.
Mr. Zhang, it's already 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's not even a shadow of Miss Zhu.
She must have run away with someone named Lord of Yours. That's right, Miss Zhang has become a liar. Maybe she even took away the secrets of the Zhang family. Mr. Zhang, give me some help.
Brother, I'm going to kill this couple of bitches now and take their... I'll bring my head back to you.
Oh, shut up! Shut up!
He took down the entire room of hostile forces with one gun, and I didn't even shake him.
I hold you in my arms. The whole chest is trembling in time and space. Mr. Zhang, don't hold me tightly. Have you lost your strength?
Little one, stretch out.
Yes, Mr. Jiang, I was wrong.
Wrong? Miss Young, you are wrong now.
Is it useful? Was truly.
And without a lifetime.
As long as you are as you, Ba Guang. Where did Mr. Zhang learn this from, Mr. Ba? Quote. Not like your style. Do you?
Miss First Generation, just say, Zhou is not useful. Is not useful.
Come back. Where have you been? What did you leave me alone on the wedding night?
This whole upper class joke, I bear all the responsibilities alone.
Today I will go to Uncle Zhou to apologize to my 4-year-old brother.
Are you coming back to me? He is the adopted son of the Zhou family. This life is given to him by the Zhou family. I can't just watch. Looking at Zhou Yaoguang alone. I'm sorry for the Zhang family's anger. It's just a way to get Yaoguang back safely.
Just one person's freedom. Wasn't half to the say of just. Vulcan's all theme just one.
Isn't Yuan Mai a good deal? Yuan, wait. Being able to grow old together isn't what you've always wanted, right?
He said something bad. Why do you like ceramic puppies the most? Oh, this blow. It's intentional.
Why did you throw it with your own hands?
Brother. Hi! 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 Next tips. I deserve it. I deserve it.
I was just too anxious. I met it first. You know you gave it to me.
How could I not cherish things? I would be like your sister. Instead of loving me, these are all my thoughts on the verge of death.
Played with by her and applauded.
Time and time again, I will hurt the people who really deserve to be protected, Dr. Du. Dr. Du.
People brought. Dr. Du, Jian, who you asked me to check in private before, is a suspicious person. You can tell me about Dr. Bu yourself. Dr. Jian, Miss 12 herself was at the stairs that night.
Suddenly he grabbed the eldest lady's hand and pulled her down together.
Brother. Hi! 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 Next tips. I deserve it. I deserve it.
You better think it over carefully before speaking.
It seems like there is half a lie.
You can't afford the consequences, Dr. Bu. I swear on my life.
If I lied, I would die badly. Is what I said true?
I did.
What's wrong? I'm obviously the one. I picked her up at home.
What's wrong?
It's like this now.
The person Zhao Yao Wang avoids is you, newlywed aunt, for Zhao Yao Wang. You were the one who let go of me, Lu Xinian. You were the one who betrayed me first. What qualifications do you have? Only blame?
Don't you think you act like you're both serious and upright? Laugh or say, don't talk nonsense. Did you talk nonsense? Lu Xinian? Well, where?
The one who really takes it to heart is Yao Guang, Dr. Lu. What's next?
What to do? Asked the Patien. To them as the...
No matter what, I must bring Yao Guang back safely.
The better you treat me soon, the more awake I will be. After all, he's the one with the Zhou family.
The relationship between the two families seems to be a lie, but it is actually a lie. As if walking on thin ground, I forgot a little bit, seeing that I will never recover. Mr. Zhang, come outside.
I got a group of Chinese people, and the staff is not small. The one in charge said she was a famous doctor in China, Lu Xinian. She said she came to visit madam. One pul pru work, one pul pu puk, was chum stude candas, it habt, tell. It's prizing, to in no time to...
What do you want to do?
Su Xinian, Xiao Guang.
This is Lu Xinian, China's chief new physician. Lu?
Doctor, this is the Mafia boss. Clearly. It's also my responsibility.
Willing to each other.
I am the new dean of the Department of Internal Medicine of Huaguo First Hospital. I am the Navesin Muraves of the other stanger of the actually. Lu Xinyan, who is also the family doctor of the Zhou family, was entrusted by Uncle Zhou today.
Come visit Miss Zhao.
The overseas Chinese leader of the Chinese medical community is indeed a talented person. The location is a small gift.
It can be regarded as a gift to the Zhou family. I hope Mr. Zhang can help me.
What on earth does Lu Xinyan want to do? Mr. Zhou spent a lot of money, so I accepted his offer. Mr. Lu came all the way to visit my wife. As for me, I can't lose my etiquette. Someone is here. Banquet. Treat this guy well. Vips from afar.
Lu Xinyan, why are you here again?
My dad really asked you to come, Zhao Huang. I want to come myself. I have to come.
What I told you last time was not clear enough. I married voluntarily. Don't you understand? Would you understand?
You already know why you keep closing your eyes every step of the way.
Zhou doesn't like those ceramic puppies at all.
It was him who flew you down the stairs. People are beneath my eyes and heart. No.
I don't care about you. I don't care about you.
When you go back, I promise you. I can't do it with my life.
I thought it was a child's playhouse. This engagement is a bet on the lives of the entire Zhou family. Why do you think that? Your own selfishness can restrain me. Ha!
I am the family doctor of the Zhou family. I grew up in the Zhou family since I was a child. I can't, watching helplessly the eldest lady of the Zhou family.
Stay in this dragon pool and tiger den.
Dr. Lu, I'll wait for you to leave immediately after tonight's family dinner.
Zhou Guang. Listen to me.
Why, I have no impression.
To be honest, Dr. Lu is here from afar. I'd like to toast you, Dr. Lu.
I would like to ask, how do you Chinese people generally drink?
Usually it's about drinking, punching, etc. But we, Chinese men, pay more attention to inner cultivation and cultural heritage. You to do, to twos. Talk about daily life. Here's so much murderous intent. The sky is so cruel.
Since Dr. Lu is not willing to fight with those of us who fight and kill,
then let's change the way we deal with each other. Then, what does Mr. Jiang want to compare?
Just use your Chinese tradition. Just use your
Choose compare. But I have a condition. If I win, I will also invite Mr. Jiang.
Show your dignity.
Let me take Miss Zhou back to China safely, Mrs. Jiang.
Do you think I should give her this chance?
Mr. Jiang, I'm afraid of losing to me, the civilized person you call me.
Okay, promise you. But I have to correct one thing. My wife has never been a betting person. Chip, if she wants to go with you or stay with me, it's up to her.
Decide not to miss me. The farce should end. Go back to your hotel immediately. Early tomorrow morning, I will send someone to buy you the earliest floor plane to return to China.
What are you worried about? Are you worried about me?
Since Dr. Lu insists on taking medicine, then my wife will be the referee of this competition. I think Dr. Lu doesn't have any objections.
Come, look at Mr. Jiang's instructions to prepare the herbs. Perfor the herbs. Utensils. And pen and paper.
How does a foreigner know how to grow herbs?
Guangmo wrong medicine. But she worry?
It's such a pity for Miss Ru that all her good prospects are ruined by this black book party.
He hasn't even touched the brush in his hand. These herbs.
I recognize you, madam. You are embarrassing me.
You will know later if you hold the pen like this.
Returning to Sinesio, looking at the side of the face, Sijiking, white-flowered snake plant.
Nine types of this kind were recognized. Dr. Lu is indeed a master of art.
She has a good calligraphy and literary talent. It really gives the Zhou family a slap in the face. Lu Xinyan is a
Doctors use this method to win. It's easy to win, but it's hard to win. Look at what's written here.
It's really good. It's really good. You can see that you have good skills.
I didn't expect them to have this song.
The doctor is obviously so good. The words from my hometown actually get stuck when I get close to them.
Returning to the 1,000 miles of light and greening all seasons, King Muxiang Tiang Tiang Tang.
Why do I feel that it is quite right? Do I feel...
There are 10 types of blood sugar absorption. All of them are written correctly. Not bad at all.
Dr. Lu only recognized 9 types of...
It's really unexpected. No one will ever. I suspect.
Young Master Beijiang actually hides it so deeply. Twice!
The skeleton of this character is the terminal for cutting books. The character is so beautifully written. The wings of the pen carry the sweep of cursive writing. Tuition is earned in 1 day.
I didn't expect him to be so tired. So, why didn't you know before that you were obviously a fool? Dr. Lu, according to...
Competition rules. Competition rules. I should have won.
I was fooled.
I am willing to accept defeat. Dr. Liu. I am willing to accept defeat. Please be sure to do so after returning to China.
Bring a message to my father. I live a good life in the Zhang family. Lidi ao kud. I lidi ao. It's good to take me with you soon. Please don't worry.
It's said that you pushed it away with your own hands. What qualifications do you have now? It's not good.
It will definitely take me to deal with Zhou Yaoguang. I will never allow him to live.
When you return to China, remember that this matter can only be successful.
Understand. Zhou Yaoguang, I must let you this time.
Stay forever.
He, a country with a big country. I have brought your father's words to you.
Now I'm going back, but this is the last chance. That's as long as...
You nod. Even if I risk my life, I will take you away.
Save your life and save the people who deserve to be saved. Dr. Liu, please come back.
If one day you and I, Lucinian, I said, Dr. Liu Yu, if you feel that this journey is not smooth, I can send some capable men. Escort your safety.
Yu Guang will ask me to send Dr. Liu away soon.
Okay, then you go home.
Then, please ask Dr. Liu to take good care of Yao Guan for me.
In Mandarin, Yao Guan's childhood sweetheart will naturally take good care of him.
Hello, Jingxiang. Shao Fei, Dr. Liu. Let's go. Go early. Yao Guang agrees to see you off.
You still have it in your heart.
Jackson!
What's the matter with you?
This is no power. China's top cardiac surgeon died in the country.
I can't afford the hometown any more than Zhou.
How about Giant?
Jiang, what's going on? The bullet was only 2 centimeters away from the heart. What if it were later?
Even if we take a step forward, local resurrection cannot save us.
It's really contrary to fate. He said that he would never want to see you again forever, but he is solid in occupying it.
Husband, school doctor. I sweat a lot. Drink some water.
Stop messing around. Although we will still argue every day, I will go back to the ground. I tried my best to save him. I tried my...
Walk towards their guns.
Husband, are these clips true? Definitely go and fight the ripples.
Did you already know that it was just a dream? Dr. Du, it's time for me to go back.
This dog is bent on life. I will definitely get your attention.
I have repaid all my love in human matters. We will never be in love in this life, husband. Dangjing, why are you here? Your mother ran away. You didn't drink the blood. Holy companion.
Here it comes. Jing's promise is true. In this life, he is really only for me.
One person is lucky to be in the Zhou family, as one. We will stay together until he is 100 years old. For a time being,
Leave this stranger, the only one I care about. I want to lose my words and make a choice. I steal half my life and see the moonlight in a foreign country.
introduce feng shui from other places. After the Japanese style, the fallen leaves return to their roots. I return to my hometown with a closed gun. It expresses this long life. Elu misses him and is always afraid of him. Soon after I left, Sokumai Sheguiafelio, put brass, willing to go with me, more as